Oh man, you guys are in for a treat. It's the best preamp channel strip emulation I've ever heard. And that's saying a lot because I think I've heard pretty much every single one out there, or pretty close to it. I found out about it over on the Cult of Voiceover Discord channel and quickly bought it. This one is a complete hidden gem, and I think you're going to love it too. It's 440% nerdy stuff, and it's coming right up. So, good day and welcome to the Time Preservation Society. I'm Lone Star. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of new content right when it drops. Content drops. Cheers. So here's a company that has largely flown under the radar for a little while now. It's clear they don't spend money on marketing for whatever reason. They're called VoosteQ, I think. That's VoosteQ. 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 I don't know. VoosteQ, I think. In my cursory search of VoosteQ, I couldn't find much of anything on the company except for that they're new, they're located in Japan, and they may provide their proprietary technology for other audio companies. Except, I haven't heard anything like this before in an emulation. Close, but I haven't heard anything like this. So I'm not sure which companies may use their technology or which ones don't, I don't know. A lot of them get very close, but this one, I don't know what it is. You'll see. The closest to the true sound of analog circuits I've heard up until now was True Iron by Kazrog. I wonder if VoosteQ provides technology to them or something. Probably not, but still. Also, I should review True Iron here one day. If you've not heard of it, it's a fantastic plugin for getting that transformer sound. Anyway, VoosteQ. They only have 2 downloadable plugins on their website. One is called Material Comp, which is a very interesting compressor. That plugin was released in 2020, which was news of the world and Tenet ago. The second plugin they have available, and their very latest, is called the Model N Channel, which we are talking about today. It was released just over a month ago. I'm assuming the N for Model N stands for Neve. Guys, wait till you hear this thing. And maybe I'm crazy. There is an entire possibility that I'm mental and that my ears are deceiving me. But if you ask me, I think they've done it. They've achieved almost the full 3D sound of a vintage Neve preamp in an emulating plugin. You'll hear that term a lot from audio engineers when referring to saturation that you get from, preamps and things like that. 3D sound. You'll hear that a lot. It doesn't mean it's got Atmos or 5.1 or even binaural qualities. It means it's got a texture that sounds like it has depth and grit, that feels multi-layered and, deep. Perceivable peaks and valleys like coarse 40 grit sandpaper or something. 3D. Although it's such a cliche term, unfortunately, it seems the best way to describe the difference between emulations and the real thing. So, enough intro. Let's get inside my computer and see what is what. Hello and welcome to Inside My Computer. I'm currently in Luna, Universal Audio Luna. I love Luna. I love working in this. It's very simple and straightforward, and it's very familiar to me. So what I did earlier is I recorded some dialogue on the Loughton Audio Atlantis, and I've got nothing on any of the tracks. You can see in the views, I've got no plugins. I've got no, any kind of saturation or tape effects or anything. It's just raw, right? So let's hear the raw sound from the Atlantis with nothing on it. This is a test. We're testing out this Model N. Yeah, this is the VoosteQ, VoosteQ. VoosteQ. And I've got the Loudon Audio Atlantis, which I'm talking into right now. And so that's the sound of the Atlantis, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to load up the VoosteQ, which is down here, Model N Channel. And there we go. It's massive. You can, of course, resize it to what you want, but I'll leave it this big so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so right off the bat, it's going to do something, although it automatically defaults, I don't know why, to no analog flavor. So what I'm going to do is put my favorite on, which is console 1, right? And that's, I think, an old 1970s Neve console. And let's press play and see what happens. This is a test. We're testing out this Model N. Oh, yeah. This is the Voost, or VoosteQ, VoosteQ. So right there, I'm already hearing, I don't know if you can hear this or how it translates on YouTube, but we're already hearing that grit, that 3D texture, right? I'm going to go really high and see what happens, so you can see what it's doing. It doesn't sound good when it's really distorted, but you'll get the point. This is a test. We're testing out this Model N. Yeah, this is the Voost, or VoosteQ, VoosteQ, VoosteQ. So you hear that distortion? That's what's happening here. So I would bring it back. This is a test. We're testing out this Model N. Ooh. Yeah, this. Let's go really quickly through a couple of the flavors. I'll max it out so we can really hear what's going on, and then we'll go from there. So here's some flavors. Let's go through, starting with none, and then I'll go through it. This is a test. We're testing out this Transformer Model N. Yeah, this is the Voost, new Transformer. VoosteQ, VoosteQ, VoosteQ. And I've got the Loudon Audio Atlantis, which I'm talking into right now. So this is a 1970s, if you see where my mouse is right now, it's a 1970s Transformer. This is a more modern Transformer. Modern being, I don't know, early 2000s, late 90s. This is a 1970s console. And this is a newer console, British, all British. So I would think 88RS or something like that. And then this is a fake one. I don't know why this is here, but it's interesting. Okay, so now you got a good idea of what it sounds like. We've got a compressor, 2 different kinds, right? And equalizer, several kinds. This one's my favorite. This is all my favorite right now. So quickly, I will just kind of dress up this voiceover how I'd want to, and then I'll switch it on and off. Here we go. This is a test. We're testing out this Model N. Yeah, this is the Voost, or VoosteQ, VoosteQ, VoosteQ. And I've got the Loudon Audio Atlantis, which I'm talking into right now. And I'm just testing out how this will sound when I play with the Model N. Throw on those transformers, get those circuits going, and we'll hear what it sounds like. So this is the sound of my voice through the Loudon Audio Atlantis, and I'm probably toggling through some different selections in there. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening and watching and listening and watching and watching. Bye. Okay, so I've dialed in a quick one. This is how I'd like it. This is how I think it sounds pretty freaking awesome. This is a test. Let's toggle it. This is a test. This is a test. This is a test. This is a test. We're testing out this. The compressor is itself its own thing. You can go between 2 different compressors, the 32 or the 25. And you can also age how old the analog flavor is. Listen to this if you can hear it. This is a test. We're testing out this Model N. Watch what happens as I go from new to aged. Watch what happens visually. Look at this interface right now, the graphics. As I go older, it's aging the whole thing. Isn't that crazy? That they did that? That's so cool. New, old, new, old, new, old. Very cool. And then, of course, in the equalizer, you have several different equalizers representing different models. And as you can see, they look awesome, each one of them. This one's my favorite. I love the old 70s style Neve EQ. And it's just perfect at 12. You can hear as soon as I dial that up. Like, I mean, listen. This is a test. We're testing out this Model N. Yeah, this is the VoosteQ. I think it just adds this, I don't know, it just sounds so good. You can also change a bunch of things over here. You can change, the knob weight. And then you've got your preamps goes up by the steps the way they would be on the real unit, but you can change it however you want the steps to go up in dB increments. And then you've got noise, which you can turn on and disable, having actual preamp noise. The animations, so if your computer's taxed, you can turn off the animations to make it go a little faster, use a little less DSP. And you got a user guide, which you can open up over here, and then, all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's it. So you just use a little bit is all you need. Just a little bit to get that grid, because anything too much when you're doing on voiceover is going to obviously be over the top. You just use a little bit just to give those hooks, if you know what I mean. And anyway, this is all that. Thank you very much for watching. Let's watch it on music. Okay, so now we're in a different session, in a song session. So I'll tell you what happened. What I wanted to do is record some acoustic guitar or something that I could use the Model N on to test. So I did some chord progressions, and then I had an idea, and then it ballooned into all these tracks. So let's just play just the acoustic guitar with nothing. I've turned off all effects on it. All we're listening to is just the acoustic guitar right here. So that's what I started with, just that little progression. All right, so let's try to putting on the Model N on it. On now. Ooh. Can you hear that? I hope you can, because it's impressive. For me right now, I'm like sitting here and I'm going, oh my God, you can hear the difference. If you can see my mouse, right? Here's my mouse. If I go up here, I'm turning it on and off, right? So let's start with it off and then I'll turn it on. See if you can hear this, what I've done. On. Oh, I don't know. I hope it translates well. It's very subtle, but if you're into audio as much as I am, or any engineer will tell you, it's got that sound. Anyway, so I did that, and then I had these vocals that I added to it, and let's see what I did with the Model N here. I can read the headlines now. Let's turn it on. The color and the wow. Oh, yeah. A plug-in can feel true. So I wrote these lyrics about the Model N. I really liked it. So very subtle, very nice, very gritty. So I wrote this song about Model N. I don't know, as I was recording it. I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes when I get inspired, it just hits my head and then I just do it. So I just kept on doing it. I added bass, and then I added, drums, and then percussion, and then I added organ, and then distorted guitar, and then, And the lyrics just wrote themselves. So listen to this. I have the Model N. Now, I did use the API vision across that's built into Luna. I used that across the drums because I didn't really, I wasn't a huge fan of the Model N on the drums for the purpose of this song. Although I can see where it would be really great on a lot of drums. For me, I just put it on. You can see Model N, Model N, Model N everywhere. And that's what I did. I stuck them on where I think it would, work best. So let's listen to this song that I did about the Model N. Here we go.
I can read the headlines now, the color and the wow. A plug-in can feel true, like it was meant to do. Lo-fi, high-lows, grit that curls toes, high gain, first gen, the model of the N, the color and the 3D sound, the possibilities abound. Compress the EQ in reverse, no need to practice or rehearse. Lo-fi, high-lows, a grit that curls toes, high gain, first gen, the model of the N, the model of the N, the model of the N, the model of the N.
And then I just stopped. All right, so that's what I did with the Model N. Okay, bye. See you in person. Bye. And there you have it. The Model N Channel by VoosteQ. VoosteQ. I'm going to add a little Model N Neve console to my voice for the remainder of this video, starting now. It measures... Oh, hold on a second. Let me just find my trusty old measuring tape here. This measuring tape was meticulously handmade with great persnicketyness by a Belgian detective named Hercule Poirot back in 1934. I picked it up at a luxury train heading to London back in 2017. Anyway, it measures whatever you want. The plugin is resizable inside your DAW. And now for the price. Currently, since the plugin is brand new, VoosteQ is offering it at the introductory price of $20. Yeah, I know. It's insane. That's why I had to show you guys. Now, I have no idea how long this price will last, or even if it remains this price by the time you see this video or it's aired. But if it's still $20, I recommend you grab it right away. I can't imagine this will stay priced this low for long. Once the word gets out, it's over. There's also a free unlimited 14-day trial. Just in case you don't want to take my word for it and you just don't want to spend $20, you can absolutely try it for 14 days. It works on a Mac or on Windows. It comes with VST, AAX, AU extensions, all that good stuff. My analysis is that it's a very organic feeling transformer sound. I was very impressed when I tested it on my speaking voice, like I'm doing right now, just a little bit. And this is from a boomed mic. I'm using the Octava MK012 hypercardioid. And here's that sound. It's going into a Mix Pre 6 without any, it's very clean. So that grit you're hearing is all from that plugin. The EQ section is really amazing. It hits just the right spots when trying to dial in a sound. I love that 12K. Just adding a little 12K on that sounds really great. The compressor section is also impressive. You could play with this thing for days. I cannot stress how much I recommend this plugin. It could fool me into thinking it was a real vintage Neve console or a Shelford channel or something. But what do I know? As I keep telling you guys, I'm just some guy. I think my light is... Are you seeing any light issues right now? I could have sworn the light is blinking very, very... Keeps going out or something. I don't know what it is. It's bothering me. This is a brand new Aperture Amaran. 200X. And that'll just about do it for me. I'm definitely taking the next 2 weeks off for a holiday break. But I'll still upload some small Monday shorts or something. 2024 promises to be an exciting year at the Time Preservation Society. I hope you'll come along with me for the ride. But on this ship, you refer to me as idiot, not you captain. I mean, you know what I mean. Bye now. In transmission. See you guys near the end of the month. Thank you very much. Watch these other videos. I say it all the time, but I